it's Jessii Vee. I am so colorful today. Hello. So before I get into today's video, I wanted to announce the backdrop winner. So obviously this was picked completely at random, and the winner's YouTube channel is Crybaby, so congratulations. I have DM'd you on Instagram. And yeah, I hope you enjoy this Sailor Moon background as much as I have. I don't have my new background just yet. It's coming in the mail in a couple days. So when I do have my new background, the next video that I do with it, I'll be announcing how to enter to win that one. So for now, there's no new giveaway, but there will be in a few days. But yeah, thank you to everybody that entered as usual. I wish I could pick all of you guys, but every single month I'm doing one of these backdrop giveaways, so you do have a very high chance of hopefully eventually getting one. But thank you all so much for your support. I love you guys endlessly. Okay, so I am about to tell you guys a very true story that happened in Spain. I had never heard of this story ever in my life until I stumbled across it a couple days ago, and I just had to make this video because it really got to me. And it's so crazy, so unbelievable, but it's also very true, and I had to make a video on it. So this story is called The Mystery of the People in the Floor, and that's already intriguing enough as it is. But people in Spain call it the Belmez faces. I hope I'm saying that correctly. You guys know my pronunciations are terrible. The Belmez faces? Help. So this is a paranormal phenomenon that happened in a private house in Spain. This all started happening in 1971 when the owners of the house began complaining of faces appearing on the concrete floor in their house. Like, imagine just walking around your house as usual. You walk into your kitchen to have a bagel or something, and you look down and there's a huge face just imprinted on the floor, like just on your tile floor. So in August of 1971, Maria Gomez Camara noticed a stain forming on her concrete kitchen floor, which later seemed to turn into a disturbing face. Not only that, but the stain seemed to move positions every single day. So let's say where it was on Tuesday on the floor, by Wednesday it would be on the other side of the room. And what I find so creepy is that this all started from a stain. It just looked like a regular stain on the concrete floor, but as the days and hours went on, it began to sort of morph into a human-looking face. Maria tried to scrub this face away, but nothing worked. So her husband and her son decided to help her, and because they couldn't scrub it away, they took a pickaxe and actually cut away at the face until it was gone. After they did that, they totally re-cemented the whole entire floor, and they thought, hey, we got rid of the face, we're all good. No. As it turns out, their efforts were completely in vain. The face reappeared a week later, among with others. So now there wasn't just one face on the floor, there were multiple. So the rumors spread really quickly to everybody else living in the town, and soon their home became the House of Faces. And this drew a lot of visitors to the house. A lot of people lined up outside to see these faces in the floor. It seemed to just baffle people as to how that could happen. Now, here's where the story gets darker than it already is and really freaks me out. So this family was really tired of seeing these creepy faces on their floor, so they decided to excavate their floor. So they totally got rid of it, and they wanted to put an entire new floor in their house. Now, when they lifted up the floor, they found skeletons underneath. They were buried 10 feet below their kitchen floor. Some of them didn't even have any skulls with them. And what people are saying is, if these were angry spirits who were buried there without their heads, they could be trying to show who they actually are on the floor, because obviously without their skulls they can't really be identified. So it's a really sad story if you really think about it. So after this very shocking discovery, they put in an entirely new floor. This is the second time they've had to redo their floor because of this issue. But obviously now the skeletons were removed, they have their new floor, they think everything is okay. But to weeks later, more faces appeared, and this time there were more than there had ever been. And it says that a lot of these faces were those of women and children for some reason. From the very beginning of this all happening, all this family wanted to do was get rid of these faces because obviously it starts to just haunt everything you're doing in your life. You can't cook in the kitchen without seeing them. You can't lead a normal life without seeing these faces below you. And they also didn't have any privacy because so many people wanted to see these faces for themselves. It says visitors flocked to their house. Students, researchers, priests, police officers, journalists, skeptics, they all wanted to see this unexplained phenomenon. So this full-scale investigation was launched because they basically wanted to see if this family was lying. Did they make the faces themselves? Especially because the family started charging tickets for people to go into their house to see the faces, which I don't blame them. I mean, might as well make money off of it if people are gonna be bothering you all day long, you know what I mean? But obviously it's illegal to like sell tickets when you're like scamming people if they actually did make the faces themselves. So there was this full investigation to find out, are these faces actually caused by the paranormal or are they caused by this family? So these samples were sent to ICV, which were the people who were investigating this, and the ICV could find no evidence of any pigment, dyes, or paint used on their floor. So that sort of ruled out a hoax because whatever was making the stains on the floor wasn't like chemical induced paint, dye, nothing. So the next step they wanted to do was remove the family from the house for 3 months, and basically they took pictures of what the floor looked like, and when they came back in 3 months they wanted to see if the faces had moved or changed because obviously that would also tell if it was paranormal or tampered with. So they sealed all the windows, they sealed all the doors, they completely just closed off the house for 3 months. And after 3 months when they came back and unsealed the house, the faces had moved and evolved. Ugh. So another theory came out that the homeowner, her name as I said was Maria Pereira, that she was some sort of psychic because there is a process known as thoughtography, and this is a psychic ability that allows a person to project an image onto a surface, either deliberately or accidentally. So it's like when a psychic can envision something in their mind and project it actually onto a wall, onto the floor, and apparently there have been proven instances of this ability throughout history, which I don't know if I totally believe that, but maybe? A lot of the people who were studying these faces said that the faces did look a lot like Maria's, which is weird. And a lot of people who have this ability, when they project images, usually the faces will look like the person who projected them, if that makes any sense. And a lot of the faces did look like her. And another clue that went with this is that the faces usually appeared when Maria was present in the house. That's when they were more active. That's when they saw more of them appearing. And when she was gone for 3 months, there wasn't as many, and they didn't move as much. Now, unfortunately, Maria passed away in 2004, but the stains and faces still appear to this day, even though she has passed away. So that kind of debunks the other theory that she's doing it herself, because obviously she's not around anymore. But what's kind of creepy is that after she passed away, the faces became more distorted than they were before. So I don't know what you guys think about this whole situation. Do you think it was actually made by the paranormal because of the skeletons found below the house? I actually kind of do believe that. Or do you think it was caused by the family doing something to their floor? Let me know what you think, and if you like me talking about these paranormal phenomenons or just phenomenons in general, I'm on like a streak of phenomenons. Let me know, give this video a thumbs up, and yeah, next time you see me, hopefully I will have a new background behind me. Hopefully. Fingers crossed it comes in the mail really soon. But yeah, I hope you guys have an awesome rest of your day, and I will see you in my next video.